In general, this is an example of a blue oak woodland, and even though I'm biased, I do think it's fair to say that this is one of the best examples of a blue oak woodland in Solano County, which is one reason it was so important that we protected this. Now, this is not the most fabulous time of year for our blue oaks. They're not a silvery bluish green, they're turning brown because it is fall, but these guys here with this lovely branch architecture that is so different, and no two trees are exactly the same. These are going to be your blue oaks. And when you come out here in the spring, the ones that start greening at first, they're actually hybridized with some other species, including the valley oak and occasionally some of the live oaks, which is really interesting. And I think that hybridization is one of the ways that oaks are going to adapt to the changes that our world is going through and the changes in the climate. These hotter summers, these more dramatic winters. So having such a variety of oaks out here is going to help it stay an oak woodland into the future. The ones that are still green, we have a few different species of live oaks, and they will stay green throughout the winter. We've got a good example of that right there. We've got a lot of canyon live oaks out here. We also have some buckeyes on this property, not really in this area, but up on Harmonia Hill. You'll notice them in the spring. If you're not familiar with that, they have these lovely, sometimes foot-long sprays of flowers. And that's a really interesting species because it supports all of our native pollinators really well, but it actually has a neurotoxin to the European honeybee. So it's a plant that only the natives can use, which is important because as much as we love honeybees, their job is to stay in the orchards and pollinate for the almonds and the oranges. But when they come out into the wildlands, they can outcompete our little solitary bumblebees and native bees, and even our butterflies. So it's really important that we have some things that only our natives can eat, and we have those here.
Do you want to talk about our reforesting?
So if you were to hike back up into the northwestern corner of the